Welcome back to the Bumper Breakfast. When I first came across this young man and the kind of spoken word he does, I asked myself the question, how did he get to think about these things and put it together? We're all familiar with poem, we're all familiar with poetry, and so, that's about writing. But then when they deliver these things, I look at the process it has to take for you to write it first and all. And then I watched the inauguration of Joe Biden as President of the United States of America. And that young lady was the one that delivered that beautiful, almost 10, 15 minutes, spoken word at that event. I was blown away. I was sincerely, blown away. I had to start digging after every single spoken word she had done after that. And that, for me, is one of the giftings of the young people of our time. Coincidentally, our guest this morning, Chibuzo Mbakwe, he's a medical person, he's a pharmacist, and he's used to being in health sector. So I'm wondering, how exactly did he get into spoken word of all the things in the world to go and do? You are not selling dog, you're not doing this one, you're not doing this one. Good morning, Chibuzo. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Thomason, and also good morning, viewers.
How are you?
I'm fine. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Better the last time I came here, during the COVID era.
During the COVID era, when we were talking about the gloves and the mask.
Yeah.
But I say that I know you run D4D Pharma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Online healthcare company.
And why exactly would you now spend all of your time developing, your passion for spoken word?
Spoken word. Well, you've been saying spoken words. Actually, I'm a motivational speaker. I also use a bit of spoken words to mix it. If you look at spoken words alone, it's a bit not very, very interesting like people want it.
Okay.
And so you mix it with motivation, then you make it in such a way that it can flow with the current genre of people. Like, remember, we're having different sets of people now. People used to WhatsApp, Facebook, they're just short attention span. They don't look, so all those things.
So basically, you now mix it together. So it's like motivation, and then because it gets really long, you make it short.
Yeah, make it short and in form of a video. That makes it more interesting to watch.
How do you do these things? You're a medical person, Chibuzo.
Yeah.
What are you doing all this?
Yeah, hobby is sometimes just like over here in Africa. We don't get exposed to so many things.
Yes.
So as you're growing up, you're discovering yourself. It's like a moment of self-discovery.
Okay.
So maybe your parents want you to do law, they want you to be a doctor or something, but you also discover that you have talents in something or something. So life is too short to just go about and say, I have to focus on this. If that what makes you happy, why not do it too, just to fulfill your life? Because we all have expiration dates.
So did you drop your medical, degree and everything? Did you drop that, or did you just decide to do it pari passu?
No, I didn't drop that. One thing about this thing, you have to prioritize what puts food on your table.
Okay.
While the other one is like, because it's a hobby.
What makes you happy?
What makes you happy. So eventually, whichever one strikes first, then you focus more on it. You give it more attention. That's it. That's it.
So you're doing this?
Yeah, online healthcare company. Yeah, that's what puts food on my table. Then motivational. Over here we don't appreciate the works. Over there abroad is big business, but this is a situation I find myself in. So what can we say?
So you make money from it and then you use it to do motivation.
Yeah, sometimes.
And then you put it for free on social media.
Yes.
And then people are watching it.
Hoping that someday somebody will come and sponsor you.
And I'll ask you the question: is it worth the while?
It's worth it because you want to entertain the public and educate the public. Like in the track Power of Possible Plus Faith, I realize over in Africa here, we have faith.
Okay.
We pray a lot. We do religiously, but the actions are not there. That's what baffles me. So Possible Plus Faith is trying to tell people that you have to put in both faith and action. You pray and put action in. Even people that are very religious, the pastors will quote me. They say James 2:26. They say spirit without the body is dead. So also faith without action. We have a lot of faith here, but we are not putting action. That's why we are where we are. We haven't made much progress. And even wasn't not Defarasi, House of Rock was saying that it doesn't speak good of our religion with all this kind of religious activities going on. We're still in a mess. So I just saw it on YouTube.
So you can kind of have to back it up with action.
Yeah, that's it. Action is the main. You have exams. You have to read, and pray that you have retentive memory to remember what you've read. Not that you just pray and say you will pass. It's not magic. You have malaria,
So
you take
if
your
you go
medicine.
for hold on, so you go for exam, you want to have exam, but you have a vigil in church. So you go to the vigil and then you go for your exam in the morning.
Well, that's a bit like critical. But what I'm just saying, if you have a vigil, you must have read. You understand?
Before
Nobody
the
say you shouldn't go for a vigil. Read before a vigil.
But, but do you think it is practicable? Now look at it. You have a vigil. You've read. You now go for vigil. And you're writing exam at 8 a.m. in the morning. Vigil ends at 4.
Yeah, that's true.
You get home at 5:30.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But one has to have, that's why when you say somebody can be
So
smart.
I'm looking at applying
somebody might be smart and the other person is intelligent. Somebody might be, a professor is intelligent. Don't necessarily saying someone is smart. A professor might not, is intelligent is different from being smart. So somebody that knows that he has exam, is wrong for you to go to vigil by that time, because when you come back in the exam hall, you'll be feeling sleepy. So what's the essence of it?
What's the essence of people reading?
What did you
What's the essence of people studying and reading?
oh, I see what you're saying. So that's why you
What's
have to apply wisdom. You understand? So if you know that you have exams, why not? If the vigil was 2 days before that time, you could have gone. You still have enough time to rest. So that's it.
Now, I listened to Chibuzo's Power of
Possible plus faith.
Possible plus faith.
Yeah.
And I like to share a minute of it. Let's just share a minute of it with our people and have them listen to it. Whenever it's ready, my director can put it up. Now, if you're going to work on something for Nigeria that is peculiar to Nigeria today, what would the material be? Let's just think. Look at Nigeria, the way things are currently in Nigeria. What would that material be if you'll be working on something for Nigeria?
If I want to work on something, I'm thinking about something like to preach more of love your neighbor as you love yourself. Like, there's this saying, as being a religious country, I know we give
I like that word, a religious country.
Even Africa is a religious continent, but we don't practice what we preach. So if we can give more attributes to that love your neighbor, because if you love your neighbor as you love yourself, that thing they do to you that will hurt you, you won't do it to other person that will hurt you. I also did something about that spoken words heal the world on love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Okay, let's listen to it. I think we'll have it there.
Okay.
Kelvin perceived it, accepted no limitation, and finally he prevailed. Can now have a round of applause for such an impressive outlay. By faith we believe with God all things are possible. That is faith, but do you have the action on what it takes? James 2:26 says, a spirit without a body is dead, so also faith without action. I always love this quote right from day one. In the midst of faith, hope is a beggar. Amidst action, laziness is a curse. Get busy, get something doing, something you're passionate about. An idle man is a devil's workshop. This is the floor that will keep you going. Even when the chips are down, you never chicken out. You will surely hold on to that faith, knowing the grass is greener at the other side. You are the CEO of your life or life's employee. It's your decision. Good luck, guys, as you read the crucial stage.
Wow. I picked two things from there. Laziness is a curse.
Yeah. And I don't mind the devil's workshop. Is that the second one?
No, that's not the second one. I picked laziness is a curse.
Yeah.
And I picked faith without action.
Yeah, that was it. I mentioned it earlier. Spirit out. Yeah.
Yes. And I look at it. I'm glad that we're talking about what you would prepare if you were to write a material for Nigeria today and talk to a segment of the people. You were talking about us being a religious country. You said love will be your message.
Yeah. That's
Can you do something on love for me?
Oh, like I don't understand what you're trying to say. Yeah, like
love. Is it the love between a man and a woman?
No. There are 5 kinds of those kind of love. I've forgotten all this.
The eros, don't worry,
and agape,
don't worry, just leave that one. But you're talking about love between two
people. What I'm
people.
saying is just basically, like I say, as a religious country, there's Muslims, there's Christians. That's the 2 basic religion, and
traditional.
Yeah, something like that. Over in other continents is different, but they are preaching the same thing. Confucius in Chinese, as per their Confucian theory says, don't do unto your neighbor what you do not wish done unto you. Then on our own New Testament, it says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So the same thing, that love your neighbor. What I'm just saying is that if somebody loves you, there's no way someone will steal your money that is meant for everybody. You understand? If everybody have a good life, is there anything wrong with it?
No,
Even though
absolutely.
there will always be drivers, there will always be carpenters, there will always be CEOs, but but comfortable life makes people at least happy.
Yeah.
Is it not better? So that same love I'm telling you about,
Love is there.
because if you have love, you want to lead someone well. Africa here, they'll say there's a bad belly as per people that enemy of progress. They don't want you to succeed. So all those things. So these are the same thing. If you love your neighbor as you love, you preach. If we both succeed, there's nothing wrong with it. After all, you be comfortable, I'll be comfortable. I won't be looking, I won't be jealous of, because all these things bring envy again. You understand? So when you're not comfortable, that's when envy comes. And so that's it.
I've been talking to Chips or Mbakwe, Chips for short.
Chips, yeah.
Chips for short.
Yeah.
When are you sending another material to me?
Yeah, well, I have pools of material. It's just that you should
I want
be
a
asking
new
me
material.
when you want me to do a new
Yes.
skit or something.
I want a new skit that would have to do with COVID-19.
Okay, we already have. Have you forgotten the other one?
No. I want
Okay,
I want a
okay.
new one, because now we have Delta variant, Gamma,
okay.
whatever, everything COVID.
Well, if we can get sponsorship, we can.
Can you imagine? Chibozo, Igbo man.
This thing takes
when
time.
it has to do with money.
See, Thomas, it takes effort. It takes time. It takes resources. So
I
you
understand.
It's not been easy.
But thanks for coming here with this morning and sharing some of these materials with me.
Okay, by the way, I didn't tell them where they can get Power
Yes.
Possible Plus Faith. So for Android users, iPhone users,
Yes.
you could just go to iTunes and download Power Possible Plus Faith. It's under the track Emancipation of Chips.
Okay.
That's the whole album. There's
Okay.
Power Possible Plus Faith, there's Education, there's Talent and Hustle, and there's Emancipation of Chips. That's about my life story, something except for me. Then we also have Battle Soldier that we did it in a year ago in January, to remember our armed forces, as part they've been fighting the terrorists for us, and they've been doing a job. We did it to encourage them. We also have What a Day musicals to encourage young kids, May 27, Children's Day. So all these things are on iTunes. If you go iPhone user, if you're an Android user, go to Google Music. It's no more Google Music, now YouTube Music. So
Okay.
just download it, just search Chips or Emancipation of Chips or Battle
then you
Soldier.
get to pick,
see, you just download it. That's the way to help Chips. If you also want the hard copy, you can call us on our number.
They'll call me. They'll call me. They'll call me. They'll call me. I'm your manager. I make myself your manager.
If you want the hard copy, we have it. So our number is
Don't
also
worry. You can. They will check it online. They should go and check you out on your social media platform. You're not advertising on my platform.
No problem.
All right, we're doing our community report next, and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu spoke about garbage in Lagos yesterday. I want to listen to what the governor has to say, and of course, let's take a look at what happened in Osun State when the rain started yesterday. We'll be back.
Solid waste management represents a critical cog in environment and health pillar. Our promise at that time was to empower Loma to effectively drive the elimination of waste accumulation in Lagos and adoption of a recycling method statewide, as well as to enhance the potential for job creation and other opportunities in waste recovery, waste reuse, waste repair, waste remanufacturing, and material innovation.
Lagos is presently confronted with the enormity of the challenges of managing more than 13,000 tons of solid waste generated in the state daily. The commissioning of these 102 trucks and others as a necessary intervention will therefore go a long way in addressing the challenges faced by Loma in the management of solid waste in the state. Most importantly, it helps to bring to an end bulk moving operations and waste management intervention program in our waste management budgetary allocation.
Welcome back. It's still the Bumper Breakfast Last Lap and its community report segment. In the front page, or on the front page of the papers this morning, it was quite shocking to a lot of people that Osun State government house wall fell when a flooding took place yesterday. Rains have started, and we've been talking about the effect of rain when we don't have a proper disposal system. Now, the video you're watching right on your screen is what the water looked like in Osun State yet. You can see the road, sir. Emeka, what do you think? Look at the road. No, Emeka. Be like village now. Now Osun State, now Osogbo. No be village. No, now see now. No be village look.
Well, Osogbo
Osogbo na village. No be state capital.
is more like an agrarian capital.
Okay. Okay. You know, it takes a while for me to find houses like this in Elisha, but when we talk about Osogbo, it's going to be quite shocking. This is like the back of the government house. So it wasn't just that the Osun State governor had to go visit because of the rain. It was simply because the wall of his office also is part of the things. The wall of the government has also fell as a result of that rain. Yesterday, the fence of the government house fell. It was destroyed by the downpour that occurred yesterday.
Wow.
I like.
Well, for us in Lagos, if we bring it back home to Lagos, we need to start.
Is this
learning
not a warning?
and it's a warning. It's a serious warning. First of all, I would like to commend the men of the drainage services of the Ministry of Environment. They've been up and about, doing their best. But Lagosians, we have a very dirty habit. We litter our environments left, right, center as we like. You see somebody walking along the road, buys a sweet, takes the sweet out of the wrapper, and just throws the
Flings
wrapper
the nylon
onto
out
the
of the
floor.
window.
In fact, it's even made worse now that we are in the corn season. People eat corns, cups of corns are thrown out onto the streets. They find their way into the drainage. And then this now blocks our drainages. Also, we have people that sell these foods in parks. If you check most of our drainage, if you check our primary drainage system now in Lagos, it's blocked, not by silt, but by plastics,
And
food
there's
packages.
styrofoam,
Yes. Yes.
takeaway.
Yes, it's so terrible. Men of Loma are doing their best. Another agency, in fact, some people too. We need to sound a note of warning to the street sweepers, because severally I've seen them several times whenever they are sweeping, and they get sand or silt. Instead of they pack the sand off the road, they move it into the drainages.
Education, they say, is key, and it doesn't have to do with what you learn in the university or in the four walls of a school. You want to fill your, clear the road, you don't fix a problem to create another. It's one of the biggest issues we have, and I think every state governor right now needs to begin to do something decisively about it. We already have many problems. Housing is going to be a challenge if people get their houses get flooded in the next couple of days.
Yes.
We need to begin to do something. We can't just sit down any longer. We're sitting on a keg of gunpowder with the insecurity, with all of these issues. Environmental issues should not add to it. People are going through it in the world. So we must not add our own to the matter. Chukwemeka, how do you close this morning?
I would again, that agency of government that I spoke about, drainage services of the Ministry of Environment. I doff my hat for you. I would raise my thumbs up for you. You are doing very well. Please keep up the good job. And Lagosians, please stop defacing Lagos State. It's not helping us. If we're not careful, Lagos may be no more by 2100.
Because we are defacing it.
Yes.
Love your Lagos like I love my Lagos. It's your Lagos, my Lagos. And don't forget, about 774 new cases of COVID-19 were discovered in Nigeria, yesterday, and 4 deaths were recorded. So don't take COVID-19 for granted. Please go take your vaccination. Go get vaccinated now and wear your face mask wherever you go. Make sure you keep yourself safe to keep your brother and your family safe. I'm Tomisi. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.